Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. Time for a college basketball pick from Ramon Scott. You'll find his premium plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's been on a tear in college hoops, approaching 7,000 units of profit the past 2 years. Documented here at Tony'sPicks.com. It's 15 months here. Let's bring him in right now, ready to roll with Ramon. Ramon, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, we're going to need more tournaments. You can't stop the tournaments from me here. That's okay. We're starting to focus on baseball. We're going to have the playoffs, but I'm going to miss you. College basketball, had some great months in there, and long term, it's proven to be a big time success. And, well, we went 2-0 again with our premium picks here. On Monday, we rolled, Tony, with winners with Arkansas State and Fort Wayne yesterday. So hopefully we'll keep it rolling here. Why not do it again on the show? We won our show picks, by the way, yesterday too. Under in that Montana game, and we went under also in that Seattle U game.
Yep, did indeed. Ramon doing great work here at Tony'sPicks.com. And of course, it's time now to, to take a look at the game here on the board tonight. This one was just scheduled here as this CBI is back to back to back. We are now in the
Yeah.
CBI semifinals from Daytona Beach. High Point, Arkansas State going head to head. I'll show you a line here that's come out. We've got High Point 2.5 to 2. We see the total about 161.5.
Yeah, we're going to cut you some slack on this one, Tony. Half the books aren't even posting this one yet when we're on the air here, but that's what you're going to get with the line here. If anything, I'd say, Tony, to keep everybody kind of informed here, we've seen a little bit of buyback at some spots, but open as low as 1.5, maybe settling here at two at a few spots, but yeah, mostly that 2.5. So I'm going to be looking at the total, of course, in this one. That's where we've done so much damage here, Tony. And well, I mean, of course, it says under right there on the screen. Hope people don't tune out. Take the win. Hopefully, take the winner here. Hopefully, we'll get this one. But look, I know that these teams are cranking out the points, Tony. We just saw High Point bust Cleveland State 93-74 in their last game, and Arkansas State. Well, they defeated Montana with just 74-61. This game is being played in Daytona Beach. They're playing a small tournament. They seed 8,000, Tony, but I mean maybe they have. I was watching it on some stream. I was getting it on, but they probably had a tenth of that in there. It's going to pick up a little bit. This one it moves to ESPN2 now for the next for the semis here in the finals. You have Arkansas State. Tony, they've gone under in 13 of their last 18 games on the road. High Point's meeting a good team here, even though High Point, the only team to receive a bye in this tournament, is the number one seed. So maybe they have a little bit of advantage here, having not played an extra game. But Arkansas State, I think we saw how good that they can be in that game against Montana. We laid the points here on the with the premium yesterday and called it as a low that they would have pretty strong defense. They'll be different against High Point, I would imagine. But yesterday was 159, and the Arkansas game, that one I mentioned the score, it finished 135. So there definitely has been some high-scoring High Point games, no doubt about that. But I will note that their last 10 games all lined much lower than this, Tony. Mostly around 10 points lower than this or so. Some of them a little bit higher, some a little bit lower, but just 5-5 overs and unders in the last 10 games for High Point. So again, neutral court. It's a gym. Let's face it. I mean, yeah, it seats 8,000. It's a convention center type atmosphere. There will be a few more people in there, but there's not a big crowd for this going on at all. So not a lot of, it's not a sightlines thing or anything like that. These two teams are pretty decent. I'd imagine there'll be some defense. I'm going under. No surprise, I guess, but I'm going to take under 161.5 with Red Wolves here going up against High Point.
All right, Mo Scott here in CBI. CBI semifinal. Arkansas in High Point neutral court, 7 Eastern time, ESPN2. It will go, it says under total here, up 161.5. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com here for the Tuesday cards. We can see Ramon pushing 7,000 units of profit in college hoops over the past 2 years. 15 months. That is all documented over at TonySpace.com. Just go to his handicapper page. You'll see it there. Click the link in the description. All right, we got NBA with that 4 games card. We have 4 here from College Hoops. 12-game card on the ice. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, thank you, Tony. We'll do some more basketball tomorrow. Look at those college games. Gave you a nice winner here, hopefully. And yeah, you talk about those 70 units over the last 15 months. Remember, that's off of a $100 plays. Your mileage may vary. If you're paying for picks here with a handicapper like me, you probably try to weigh in the factor of the cost of the picks. So you might be even playing a little bit more. Imagine if that uh, basically at $100 bets, Tony, you're up $7,000 over the last 15 months. What if you're playing really probably what you should be playing on paid picks, maybe 2-3 times more than that? So imagine the type of supplementing you could do with consistently picking winners here with Ramon Scott. At Tony'sPicks.com, one of the top handicap. Take a look at all the leaderboards right now. You'll find me up there in pretty much all of them. We won a couple of more plays in college basketball yesterday to keep this a great March going, and you could all break it down there on the leaderboard 2.0. You can select college basketball and select totals, and you'll be floored by what I've been able to do on those picks over the last just over the last calendar or year or since the first of the year. I think you break it down. So check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to get any of these premium pick packages Tony is showing here on the screen, including a 7-day package, which will get you through all of the tournament games this week. We'll be almost involved in all of them at this point, Tony. That's just the nature of it. It's not like you feel pressured to play the games because they're late. It's just that you know more about these teams. There's less things you have to research and worry about like you do when you're playing a big card and a big sport on a big college basketball day. When we have 140 games, I might only have 7, 10, 12 plays. But when you have the information all out there in front of you like these games, that's why you can feel more confident and solid numbers too here. Yeah, I appreciate all the handicappers. These numbers are right on, but I'm going to try to take a stand in some of these games and show what we've been doing all season with the picks here with my college basketball at Tony'sPicks.com. So appreciate everyone who's been jumping on board, kind of getting off some of those daily packages and moving over to the long term. That's what happens when you put the winners up, Tony, in my research and being a, handicapper here, Tony. When you're winning, business picks up, and that's what's been going on with me for several weeks now, especially when we've gotten into March Madness. Appreciate everybody's support. Hopefully everyone's clicking on their apps or getting their tickets cashed at the window, and appreciate it. We're going to keep doing it here for a couple more weeks, at least in college basketball, and then go right into the playoffs in pro basketball, NHL, and of course, starting on Thursday, Tony, Major League Baseball every day. You and me talking our favorite Major League Baseball and what a season it's going to be this year. Looking forward to it.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Great results in college hoops, approaching 7,000 units of profit. Also, the past 7 days been on a tear here. Over 1,300 units of profit. So no better time than now to get on board with Ramon Scott. Click the link in the description. You'll land right on his handicapper page, and there you can pick up his long-term passes. We got a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day pass up there. Of course, 30-day pass covers the entire remainder of the NCAA tournament, as well as the NIT, the CBI, and the CIT finals. So no better time than now to get on board with Ramon Scott at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember the baseball here, a month of about a month of baseball with that 1 month all sports pass. Any peripheral sports he's involved with, get on board with Ramon Scott right now at Tony'sPicks.com. We're going to save you some money when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Access Ramon's page. Click the link in the description and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon also put together a 3-pack here from the NHL, also a 2-pack here from the NBA. So make sure you like and subscribe, sub and get Ramon's video picks. He's been on a tear here, guys. Make sure you subscribe and look for those picks here from the other sports that he handicapped here for Tuesday. For Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.